It is week 1 of training camp and I am back to sparring. Today we're going to be looking at footage of me going up against a guy who has 41 fights, mostly in Thailand. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're going to look at some footage of me sparring with a local guy named Phil, who actually trained in Thailand for many years. I was asking him today, how did you get 41 fights? That's almost as many as I have when you're from Victoria. It's so hard to get fights here. And he said, oh, I went down to Thailand numerous times, spent 3 or 4 months down there, and just got lots of experience. His skill level is very good. And I had a blast sparring with him, mostly because he has good control. So we're gonna watch, and as opposed to me breaking down sparring and my thoughts on it today, we're actually gonna look at the footage and sort of critique it. Nice little fake left knee there. He tries the same on me, utilizing that front kick to keep him off. What I try to do when I spar, although I'm not at the point in camp yet, because I'm getting back into it, but what I try to do is constantly look for the openings and try and create openings. But that's easier said than done, and much easier when you're in shape. He just has a great all-round style. I think he said he fights at welterweight, so he's got a little bit of size on me, but that's okay because he's not going hard. Lovely sweep there. Let's look at this again, because I actually drilled this the other day. So it's an inside low sweep. He throws the head kick. I come to the standing leg. We're going to look at that right here in drilling. This is exactly what I was doing with my buddy Siraj the other day. I throw the high kick. He takes out my leg. He's throwing punches first to distract me, and then you have to go to the standing leg. Right there, right here is exactly what happened in the sparring footage. Little step to the side. Let's look at this one more time. Sweep the leg out. It's a great way to off-balance somebody as they attack you. And we're back to the round. Right now, the one thing that I'm finding, because it's week 1 of training camp and I have not been sparring, is my head movement's not great. And I'm letting people throw a bit too many, sort of settling right there. Settling in front of him, more of that kickboxing style. I need to get back to utilizing a little bit more footwork. Nice little fake round kick there to, I guess it would be a jab. A little corkscrew. One of the fighters who was very good at this point right here was Andy Sauer. Just the way that you saw me execute there. Andy would keep a tight guard, wait for his opponent to attack. He would counter and then go to an inside low. And that's what I did in that last little clip. Uppercut to inside low.
30 seconds, boys, 30 seconds.
Floppy shin pads. A lot of people are asking why I have 2 different colored shin pads, simply because one of each broke. So I'm just not wanting to buy a new one right now or reach out to my sponsors and say, oh, I need a new one when, you know, one of each is doing fine. This is my first time sparring with this guy. I'm always a little nervous when I get with somebody new because you don't know how hard they're going to spar. Some guys try and take your head off. But nice controlled style from Phil. Very clean. All right, here we're gonna go into another round from a different angle. See how we're just both touching, playing that Thai style game there for a moment. Not trying to slam each other, but still keeping a nice fast pace. We are training at TFA in Victoria, which is called the Fight Academy. This is my first time at this gym, but everybody was super nice. Very pleasant to work with. One of the guys who runs it, Cassius, I've known him for years. He used to have a different gym, but yeah, just it's nice to go to a gym and you just go, wow, everybody's just so genuine, so pleasant, and obviously no ego. No ego with Phil. I land a shot, he doesn't try and respond back with a KO, and vice versa. He was actually telling me about his time in Thailand, and the Russians would come in and spar so hard. It was like a fight. And we just both said the same thing now. Like, we're not getting paid to spar, so why would we fight? Or sorry, why would we spar like it's a fight? We're playing. We're getting our skill level up higher. Nice exchanging here, just rapid fire, lots of kicks, standing in the pocket. A lot of people want to know how to get better at sparring and get comfortable with punches coming. It's quite simply, you just have to have people throw at you. There's of course lots of drilling, which you can do to make everything better. But at the end of the day, if you don't do this, you don't have somebody trying to pepper you in the head, then it's just not gonna get any easier, any better. And notice how I said peppered. Not trying to knock you out, not trying to slam you in the head. They're just trying to pop, 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 touch you light. Applying some nice tight pressure here, pushing in, using that Dutch guard. That's such an easy way, the Dutch guard, to protect yourself, assuming that you have boxing gloves on. A little harder with MMA gloves. And guys, we're about to wrap up the video for today. I hope you enjoyed getting to see that sweep in slow motion, a little breakdown of it. I hope you enjoyed the sparring. If you did, please give it a like. I'm going to try and make sure I get lots of footage from this training camp. If you haven't already, get subscribed. And as always, guys, train hard. I will see you back here soon for another episode.